my favourite place on planet Earth. It's just a very, very unusual, very, very special place.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 secretive clubs of the rich.
Guard the key to our entry and your rule book as you would guard your own lives. Most important, remember, our rules supersede those of the outside world.
For this list, we'll be looking at places where the filthy rich go to relax, let loose, or otherwise enjoy perks of financial success. Where would you go if you came into some serious cash? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Playboy Mansion. Chances are you've heard of Playboy magazine founder Hugh Hefner's California mansion. But there was also an original mansion from when the publication was based in Chicago. However, it was the West Coast residence that was the site of hedonistic parties featuring movie stars, models, musicians, you name it. If we're talking about questionable behavior, chances are it went down at the Playboy Mansion.
Dean, I think it's time to party.
Hef himself actually lived on the premises until his death in 2017. The site also featured an infamous underground grotto. This was a particularly secretive place where couples rendezvoused away from prying eyes of photographers and the press. Number 9. The Ivy Club. When F. Scott Fitzgerald refers to your establishment as breathlessly aristocratic, you just know you're in for something truly exclusive. The Ivy Club is just one of those private dining halls at Princeton University. It was also a male-only club until the year 1991.
Today, any student who wants to join can become a member of a club. The clubs are very diverse, and all of the clubs are coeducational.
Those seeking entry had to successfully navigate not one, not two, but 10 interviews. And even then, acceptance wasn't guaranteed.
I am going to create an environment that is so toxic, no one will want to be a part of that club.
The interior of the Ivy Club is opulent and ornately designed, while membership is one that continues long after graduation. It's for life.
Many members return as alumni for reunions and other events during the year, reconnecting with each other and meeting new members.
Okay, if this is how the wealthy and elite spend their leisure time, consider us green with envy. Number 8. The American Club. There's nothing like a little taste of home. This is what's offered at the American Club in Hong Kong, a place where Americans living in China can get a slice of comfort, for a price that is.
Oh la la, oh, king in the castle, king in the castle.
How much exactly? It has a reported annual fee of over $2,000, as well as a joining fee of over $400,000.
I'm not made of money. I'm made of man made in a skeleton.
2 separate clubhouses feature fitness centers, lounges, spas, tennis courts, and multiple restaurants that apparently feature some pretty good burgers.
Well, we might have some more human meat, but it's $50 a burger.
That's a deal.
What? Really?
Want to get in on this luxurious R&R treatment? Good luck! There is a very long wait list for membership. Number 7. The Porcellian Club. Harvard University's Porcellian Club is similar to other collegiate groups where only the creme de la creme are afforded entry.
Never been in this building before.
This building's 100 years older than the country it's in, so do be careful.
We're sitting in chairs.
What goes on behind these closed doors is kept very secretive. Many films will take inspiration from conspiracy theories surrounding these student societies.
As chairman of the Order of Skulls, and on behalf of the council and the 322 alumni throughout the world, gentlemen, you are welcome.
What we do know is that the Porcellian Club is exclusively male, and members can often be identified by golden pig emblems found on certain articles of clothing. A particularly wild claim about the Porcellian states that should an individual not make it on their own by the time they turn 40, the club will give them their first $1 million. Now that's a club that pays to join. Literally!
Club. The last club I thought I'd ever join.
Number 6. High Street. This otherwise nondescript building on High Street in New Haven, Connecticut, houses one of the most infamous secret student societies, Yale University's Skull and Bones.
Chris, welcome to the Skull and Bones Society. This is where the most powerful men in the world are groomed for their futures.
Members of this group, known sometimes as Bonesmen, are very protective of what goes on within the walls. Outsiders, however, are just dying to know the truth. Even handymen and maintenance workers are physically escorted in and out of the premises. The film The Skulls certainly had fun with all the intrigue and rumors surrounding the club.
Congratulations, Skulls! On your rebirth, a skull above any other. Say it. Skull above any other. Louder!
What we do know is that High Street is a place where money, privilege, and power converge, and where the Skull and Bones keep their secrets.
Skull and Bones gives its members a secret name that they use during their rituals and in the tomb. For instance, George Bush Sr.'s secret name was Magog.
Number 5. Core Club. We all know that living in New York City is expensive, but what about living it up in New York City? The Core Club offers an experience to do just that, for a hefty price, of course.
If you're admitted, you'll enter a world of squash courts, scotch, and cigars.
50 grand up front and $15,000 a year will get you 6 stories of decadence. It's the ultimate place to network with other elite professionals and indulge in some high-class culture.
You guys are new to high society, so just follow my lead. Everything will be fine.
Or you can simply relax in obscenely expensive style. The Core Club is the place where movies get screened and the hottest artists display their work. In short, this NYC playground is strictly for the rich and powerful.
Hello!
Hello?
Ongo Goblogian, the art collector. Charmed, I'm sure.
Number 4. The Carnegie Club. Have you ever watched a movie with an over-the-top portrayal of excessive indulgence and thought to yourself, no one really lives that way?
So take my hand.
Well, feast your eyes on the Carnegie Club. It's here that you will find rich people doing rich things in a very rich way. You want falconry? They've got falconry. How about riding some horses? Done. Golf? You can golf for days here. Of course, all of this comes at a cost, namely 30 grand and another 10,000 in annual fees.
$10,000. It's chump change. I will see you Friday with $10,000.
But isn't that a small price to pay to feel like an obscenely rich 80s movie villain for a day? We'll let you decide. Number 3. Museum Owners Club. The requirement to join this club is simple. You must own something, but not just anything. It needs to be a museum.
I've always wanted one, though.
Yes, this is essentially the entry fee for the Museum Owners Club. There are no annual fees, no hoops to jump through. You just have to own a museum. That's not so hard, right? Much like museums, this club is all about being cultured and refined. Of course, we have no idea what sort of conversations go on behind the doors of the Museum Owners Club.
Please, don't take it the wrong way, but isn't everything in this museum supposed to be, dead?
What we do know is that if you don't own a museum, but you have your own island, you can get into the Private Island Owners Club.
Now, I've never had a desk in an office since I was a teenager when I started Virgin Records. I prefer to work in the bath or on a hammock, on a sofa.
Number 2, Club 1930. You can't look up Club 1930 on the internet. You can't call them either. You won't even know where it is.
What's the big secret?
Oh, right.
Because someone has to invite you to join, not to mention show you the secret door. Dying to see it yet? Good luck, because Italy's Club 1930 is the ultimate mystery. The venue is a throwback to the speakeasies that sprung up selling illegal booze during the Prohibition era.
Prohibition. They tried that in the movies and it didn't work.
Members of Club 1930 are even given an ID card that supposedly can only be viewed under ultraviolet light, making this club the ultimate combination of secrecy and style.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bohemian Grove. We've discussed a lot of secret clubs where the rich hang out and otherwise have a good time. But what about where they plot or engage in ritual sacrifice?
Let the sacrifice begin!
Bohemian Grove is a secret, male-only club that has captured the imaginations of conspiracy theorists around the world.
Why do you think the rich are so secret?
Because they want to stay rich. It's all about staying rich and keeping power.
There has been video and photographic evidence of some of the club's practices over the years, however.
This performance they put on is called the cremation of care.
This includes the cremation of care, a ritual that reportedly involves a symbolic sacrifice of a burning effigy.
They're pulling a body out of here. I mean, a fake body, I think. I mean, look, there it goes. Boom.
And while members can invite female guests to the Bohemian Club at certain events throughout the year, the California grounds are strictly off limits to the general public.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.